Well, good gravy. Is it time for some more Oxygen Not Included spaced out DLC? In fact, it is. I am your host, Get Good Fox, and you are in the Fox Republic's very doomed expedition, and Fox has made a rather dreadful mistake. You see, he thought that he pushed the record button and played for about 30 minutes and got a bunch of stuff done, but it turned out that he wasn't playing at all. So I guess I will now spend some time explaining what I did in those 30 minutes where I thought I was actually doing a thing. Well, we have hollowed this entire area out, as you can see here. One of the things we did is, in the process of drilling all of this out, we got the water to all wind up down here, which is nice. Ah, yes, and we are doing research. We're researching multiple things. Oh, and we also got this. This is very important, what we have here. What we have here is a thimble reed. A thimble reed using a hydroponics farm. Now, the hydroponics farm is, that's one of the things we researched, would be this one right here, agriculture. The hydroponics farm differs than other farm tiles because it accepts a pipe. You'll see over here, these ones do not have they do not have a yellow or anyone. They do not have any color because they do not accept pipes. But these ones do. Now, why does it matter? Well, if we did not have pipes, we would have to water them the old-fashioned way by hand because, well, unlike these plants don't need water. These plants do, but they need polluted water. And all of this polluted water is most yucky polluted water. It is not very wholesome polluted water, you see? And that means they would constantly be getting the polluted water on their hands. And with this simple system here, a water pump pumping the, what do you call it? Oh, it's getting a little chilly, is it? Oh no! Oh, I forgot we had ice. Okay, so the thimble reed's going to be having a problem. So the thimble reed does not tolerate cold temperatures quite as well, and there's a simple reason for that. The thimble reed is native to the swamp biomes. As you can see here, the swamp is a solid 86 degrees, and this is basically stifling their growth because of how cold it is. It's going to be a while. It's 67 degrees. Actually, it's not that bad. The thimble reed needs to be about 70. Actually, we can click it, and then we can click right here. And it needs to be somewhere between 71.6 degrees Fahrenheit to 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the range. So, you know, kind of in the room temperature-ish range in order for these to grow. And we just dumped a large quantity of polluted ice in there, and that is why it has gotten so warm. Or so cold, rather. But anyways, we were able to harvest a few of them. Anyways, the point, though, is that by using this hydroponics tile, we don't have to touch the poop water. This handles the poop water for us. It's also one of the ways that we can get rid of poo-poo water. That's another reason why we are doing it. And the reason we have it down here, I wanted it to be a little bit higher, is because the thimble reed is about 3 tiles tall, so it had to be there. Down over here, I think they finished their research. No, they still got more to go. Yeah, that's right. We were researching something that required multiple... It had pre-requirements before it. I feel like maybe I should plumb these toilets as well. It's not something that's essential at the moment, though. It doesn't really matter. I see some germs. Combat? That was the wrong command, apparently. Okay, let's try that again. What is the... It's I. Okay, disinfect orders. Oh yeah, another thing we've done is... Let's get the sweeping for the critter eggs going. We've got some critter eggs, and we've got critter egg morphs. So as you can see here, we've got a stone hatchling egg. I'm going to go ahead and have them sweep all of it manually, and then I'm going to kick them all out. Let's make sure everything is fine. 5 critters, 4 critters, and these are going to be incubating. It's going to take them a little while. Incubation 2%. Here, get out of the way. Oh, they're all eating that, so they're blocking. There we go. Incubation 2%, incubate 23%, so it's almost hatched. And then remember, the reason it is doing that is because we fed them the sedimentary rock. Body temperature still very, yeah, this is gonna be a chilly area for a while. It's just the way it's gonna be. Gonna take a little while for the temperature to balance out and return to normal. Down over here, we are pumping the remainder of the water. It's still gonna take a little while. That pumping is gonna be going on for a hot minute. Speaking of a hot minute, this coal generator is starting to pick up a bit of heat. What I'm gonna go ahead and just do a utility, and I'm just gonna have them build, make sure we use the correct type of ice. Oh, we're out of ice. Okay, that means we need to drill more. It doesn't really matter where we drill. We do need to get into here, so we are gonna have to create a chamber for the salt water. We've got plenty of room though, so it's not that big of a deal. Maybe I'll do it down here and put like one floor, one room between them. Looking good. Another thing we did was by going all the way down here, we were able to kind of reveal this area, peek down here. I'm not sure, there's like an obsidian down there, so I don't know if there's a magma area at the core of the asteroid or not. Oh, a Sweetle larva, that's interesting. I don't know, I'll take one. As long as we don't tame it, that's fine. If we don't tame it, then it will... It'll just lay one egg for each of its life cycles. We can just leave it there because, I don't know, something will happen. What's wrong over here? No harvest pending? Why not? How bizarre. What bizarre things are happening in this base? Alright, let's see what we've unlocked. Carpeted tiles. That is one of the reasons we will be using the Thimble reed. Carpeted tiles. That's like a very, very luxury kind of item though, so we will hold off on that for now. Ventilation, insulated, high pressure, gas shutoff, useful in the future. Ah, the textile loom. That's something we need. What do I need for this? Why can't I build this? Oh, I need refined metal. That makes sense. Okay. So in that case, let's go ahead and crush up some more of this. Probably about 8. In order to build some more of these stations. Sweepy, look at this. He got through. The Sweepy is finally through the algae. Sweepy is getting there. I gotta say, I am impressed with the Sweepy's progress. Well, I mean, it's taking Sweepy a solid amount of time to do it, but you know what? He's getting through it. It's not. It could be worse. It could be worse. And we need to, like, transfer all this stuff. There we go. You sweep that up, Sweepy. 10 at a time. Man, it's so many passes, but, I mean, he gets through it. He does the job. Stations. Can we build anything yet? Yeah, we need the Textile Loom and the Exosuit Forge. That's what's going to allow us to actually make something decent. We'll be able to make clothing, we'll be able to make all kinds of stuff, and over here I'm guessing it's still too cold. It is warming up, actually. The Thimble reads up the... yeah, it's starting to warm up a bit. All of our carbon is trapping down there, as you can see. That's another benefit of this large kind of area. Like we kind of like a carbon pit going on. This area here is interesting. It looks like we have a possibility of a nice, what do you call it? We might be able to like basically contain this natural gas geyser. Textile Loom. Go ahead and hook it up. And then next will be the Exosuit Forge. Textile Loom will allow us to build clothing. Clothing, another luxury kind of item, but, you know, luxuries are nice. They are useful for improving our morale even farther. Oh, that's the little, like, weird Sweetle larva hissing. Very nice, I think. Okay, what else do we got? Exosuit forge. What do we have over here? Drywall. That is for space. Atmo sensor. That is useful. Not right now, but it will be useful in the future. I would like to do something with all of that liquid, with all the salt water would be a good idea. I need to find some way to contain the salt water. Let's start with something like this, maybe? Something like that, maybe? Begin forming the beginning of the saltwater containment. And then we can remove that. And all of the, well, one thing at a time. Let's not strand ourselves. There we go. Let's go like this. And then we can put that there. And we can probably cut that open. Put one here, and then we can make this here. Yeah, this will be the saltwater containment. Basically, like, we're just trying to sort out all of the resources, and liquid is one of the more pains to sort out, just because it occupies a large, massive area. It's not that big of a deal, though. The next thing we're gonna need is a way to cross over. So let's do the same thing right here. And another fire pole. No, I said a fire pole. And then we can cut that open, because basically this area is going to be fully sealed. This doesn't need to be there anymore. Okay, let's let these duplicants do some work. And then we can start getting that salt water in there. Once we get through the salt water, we'll have a way to deal with... We'll have a way to deal with that saltwater geyser without it being like a super big mess. Because let me tell you, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about that saltwater geyser just being an absolute... Wait. No, that's fine. No, that's not fine. Replace these. Yeah, like, leave it like that. Oh, we don't have one here? That's funny. Maybe we don't need one there. Maybe it's not necessary, unless I want it to be a room. Then it would be, it's only needed if it needs to be a room. And it doesn't need to be a room. I can go and wall this up. And then I can wall that up. I don't even need to turn this into a wall. It's like, why even cut through the abyssalite? The abyssalite can be a part of it. I don't have a problem with the abyssalite forming part of the wall. Oh, sweet. The textile loom is here. So this allows us to make the cool vest, the snazzy suit, and the warm sweater. These are, they do use up a lot of our thimbleweed, unfortunately, so I'm not really going to be doing too much with it. Then we have the exosuit forge. Oh, we need more. How much metal do we have? Refined? 240? Yeah, I'm going to need more. I'm going to need, probably 4 more. Okay. Okay, here's another thing I gotta fix. Not that far down. Okay, this will allow them to travel up and down. There we go. Get it all done. You guys can do it. I have relative faith in you. Also, let's panel this all up. Oh man, this hatch is going to be in for a rude awakening once the salt water starts pouring in. Come on, let's clean this area up. This is the salt water containment area. You can do it. You can do it. You might be wondering, what is salt water good for? Well, it's one thing we can do is remove the salt from it and turn it into regular water, which gives us both salt and it gives us water. Like basically dry salt. Salt can be used for a variety of things, but the most important thing, I don't know if it can be used. It can be used for one thing that I know of, and the one thing that it can be used for that I know of is that it can be used for salting your food. Okay, so this is officially the saltwater containment zone. Let's put a block here. That is going to be so much. Let's put 2 blocks here. It's going to be a while before they get through all of that. That's going to take a minute. All right, so how do we want to cut into here with the salt water? I think we're just going to cut in. Let's not even make it a complicated thing. Do we have any local minerals? No, we do not. So we are just going to barge up in here. Oh, that's convenient. It looks like it froze. It froze it shut. Oh, perfect. So we can drain a portion of the salt water. Let's see what the printer pod has to say. More? Wow, I guess they just really want us to cooking, farming, supply. Yep, I guess they just want us to have more of these. You guys are going to be flopping around for a minute because... yeah, you just are. Let's just leave it at that. I mean, we could just murder you for Paku meat. I won't do it. For now. We'll murder him later. These guys are like, oh god, there's hardly any water left. What do we do? Don't ask me. I'm sure hoping that this water does not mess everything up. I have a feeling it won't. But I also could be horribly mistaken. I just hope it doesn't get in here. As long as it doesn't get in here, it's fine. Temperature over here is still a little too low, though as you can see, it's not as blue here. So it's clearly, the temperature's clearly evening out. Getting a little bit hot over here. We can fix that by building a temp shift plate, because we have drilled through some ice. We've only drilled through polluted ice, though. There we go. Let's cut up a little bit of regular ice. Oh, we are storing more polluted ice in there, I see. Crap. Let's reduce the... Let's stop doing that. Also, where did we drop that polluted ice, by the way? Never mind. I have changed my mind completely. Liquefiable, polluted ice. Let's get all this polluted ice. I do not want the polluted ice to randomly melt since they probably dropped it somewhere. That will make me super sad. I may not be quite as talkative in this episode, and that's because, well, my voice is super hoarse from recording the episode, making the mistake, having a stream, and also recording information for the bounty broker. I had to take a lozenge before I did this re-recording. But you know what? It's going okay. Have we punctured through here yet? Oh, oh, looks like something blocked it. Did we build our temp shift plate? Okay, no, we have to, let's go ahead and build our temp shift plate. And we can make it out of ice. Build it right there. Oh, man. Something to drink. Okay, here we go. It is officially leaking out. And leaking down into here. And it's going to hit this, which is going to stop things. Hopefully. That is a lot. It is so cold. I mean, it's coming into contact over here, so it's just gonna like... Oh, it's filling up. Oh, that is a lot of salt water. Good gravy. I guess what we're gonna have to do is build a pump. And we're probably just gonna have to pump the water. Uh-oh. Okay, let's just focus on one thing at a time. Let's pump the water. Let's just run it over here. These pipes are gonna get really ugly looking in a hurry, but what else can we do? Then we'll jump over here. Into here. And it will terminate right there. Okay, they've got plenty to do. Let's let them get to work at the moment. Also, I should build an automation switch. I don't think it can fill up any farther than that. Like, I don't think the game rules will permit it. One thing we can also do is kind of start mopping this crap up. Let me see, has that melted yet? Okay, the temp shift plate is about to melt. It is at 1 degree Fahrenheit. That means it's about to melt, and that is, oh, let's watch it, let's watch. Once this thing melts, you are gonna see the extreme shift in temperature when it turns into frigid ice water. I said when it melts, I think it melts at about 5.5 degrees. Man, it trades temperatures so crazy. Like, look, the thing, it is absolutely just tanking the temperature here. 69 degrees. Oh, man, it's insane. Like, look how beautifully it reduces the temperature here. Now, it's going back up because, you know, the generator is turned on, but wait until this temp shift plate actually okay, I don't know when it melts then. It is up to 10 degrees. So does the temp shift plate go all the way up to the normal liquefying point of, or the melting point for ice? Not entirely sure. Up to 12 degrees. Oh, it's so good. Like, it's just like, it's just annihilating the heat. Oh, it's so good. I love it. Well, I was gonna watch that happen, but I guess that's not going to happen. That's fine, I guess. I was kind of hoping that we would get to watch it melt, but I guess we gotta wait a little bit. How are we doing on this pipe? We still got some ways to go. I don't want to miss it. Oh, this thing is so cold. I love managing the heat. Something I love in this game, I love seeing the temperature return to normal. It's like, if you choose to pick up oxygen not included, you will learn the satisfaction of, like, getting the temperature to kind of, like, return back to, like, a normal level. Yeah, I guess this is gonna heat up all the way to, like, 32 degrees. It's doing such a good job, though. The cold generator is down to, like, it's like, this area was starting to heat up a bit. Like, I might put one over here as well, just because... Like I said, these are about to hit 80 degrees. And the temp shift plate is steadily... Now, here's the thing. If the temp shift plate is rising, that means the surrounding area is falling. Because at the end of the day, the 25-degree temp shift plate is still very cold compared to the 70-degree... You know, 70-degree cold generator might still be cool, but that is burning hot compared to this temp shift plate that's now approaching 30 degrees. Come on, I want to see the dramatic change in temperature. That's what I want to see. Temp shift plate is about to hit 28 degrees. Ugh. We'll come back in a moment. Thimbleweed, are you growing? Not quite. Things are still normalizing out over there. What are we up to? 30 degrees. Oh, we're so close. Oh my God, I just have to see. The coal generator is now below 70 degrees. Oh, there it is. Oh my God, there. I just clicked it off it. Oh, look at that. Oh man, look at that. Absolutely tanking the heat. Insane. Oh yeah, and then Sweepy can also pick up water. That's another thing Sweepy can do. I mean, I kind of don't want him to do it, but he's doing it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It just absolutely owned the heat over here. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. I kind of want to do it over here too. Let me do utilities, temp shift plate. Let's make it out of polluted ice this time. Oh wait, that was a bad place to put it. We'll figure it out later. We don't have to do it right now. Oh, look, the puffs have hatched. So, the reason why I put the puffs there is because the puffed is a creature that it survives off of polluted oxygen. And since it survives off of polluted oxygen, I decided to... Okay, the puffed, I can't just capture it anytime I want to. It's not like the hatch where I can tie it up and wrangle it. Since the puffed is a flying creature, we can't do that. So what I wanted to do was get the puffed where we needed it while it was an egg. Transport it there while it's an egg, and it'll be fine. Look at them. I guess they're kind of cute, but they're also kind of gross looking. I mean, they're just constantly farting out of their, like, giant straw-shaped butt. It's like, it's also kind of gross. Why is this not happening? Oh, electricity. No, that's a glitch. I will check that in a moment. Let's get this connected up. Okay, choose. Let's see, hatchling egg. Operating and building. Interesting. And ranching. Interesting. Maybe. Researching, ranching, and tidying. Operating, build. We do need an operator. Not right now, though. We don't need our operator at this exact moment. We will need an operator in the future. Sweeper E. Trying his best to sweep this up, but, you know, it's a lot of work. Oh, it's beautiful. I think what I can do is this. And return you to normal. And then I can put the temp shift plate, like, over here and it'll leak across. Seems like a good idea, at least. It will allow a little more polluted oxygen to escape, but like I said, I can clean up the polluted oxygen whenever. So let's go ahead and put a polluted ice temp shift plate right over here. That'll melt and leak across the ground and cool all that area down, and then the polluted water will spill into there. Unfortunately, we'll continue to make the Thimble Reed sad, but whatever. Thimble Reed will just have to deal with it. It's really not that big of a deal. How are we doing over here? Have we... Yes, okay, we are now pumping the water over here. How is the power grid looking? That's something I'm concerned about. Power grid... Like, so the power grid will fry if too much water gets drawn at the same time. Look at this, where this pipe is ice cold. Ice cold pipe. Pumping water that is 15 degrees, that is going to have a cooling effect on the base because the pipe gets very cold, which means that the pipe will transfer some of its temperature over there as well. Why are these... Oh, we need something that has a better tolerance. Okay, so even though these are cactus, the cactus actually has a good tolerance to, like, the cold. Notice the difference. So that's an interesting experiment right here. These are the non-insulated tiles versus the insulated tiles. Notice how this area here is a lot warmer than over there, even though the ice-cold water is over there. That's just an effect of the insulated tiles. So you can just see how powerful they are at controlling the temperature. Okay, so here's the exosuit. The exosuit will allow us to build Atmos suits. The Atmos suits are basically space suits that we can use when we reach the top of the asteroid. Oh, looks like the water level has risen another tile. Oh, this is almost done. Look at that. Now we can just mop that up. That's awesome. And look at this. The hatches are like, oh god, what do we do? The water's rising. And then, yeah, it's salt water too. It's cold salt water too. Oh, it's so cold. It's great. It's just cooling the entire base down. This is awesome. This is great. This is great. I'm very satisfied with it. Anyways, finally, this is the real episode we've recorded. It's finally done. And it looks like we are going to be preparing for the space experience now. That we do have one obstacle. We're going to have to find a way to deal with this salt slush geyser. It's going to be a great source of cold water, but we've got to prevent a way for it from it. Basically, we have to stop it from making a mess. Like, I like it. We love it. It's great that it's here, but we need to stop it from making a mess. Anyways, that is going to be the end of today's episode. Hopefully, I wasn't too monotonous, simply because, like, it's hard for me to raise my voice right now. But hopefully, if that were the case, then hopefully I was educational, and hopefully you got to see a lot of very interesting mechanics of how the game works. And yes, we are very close to beginning our space program. And then we will get to go and do real, like, oxygen not included things that I have not tried yet, going to a new area. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments section. Like the video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future oxygen not included spaced out content. And of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.